Yo, what's up, everyone? Welcome back to Enduro Diaries. It is it's Thursday today. Really had to think about that. So we are 4 days on from the Flotsboro Sweet Cup Enduro, or the Stockholm round of the National Series, and the Monday was also my first day back at work after a month off. So it's been a tough week. Anyone that lives in Sweden this summer will have seen that the weather is terrible, and it has carried on for my first week back at work and working outside. That's enough of that though. Absolutely exhausted. Haven't even got the bike out of the van yet. Like, it's still there, number plate on, covered in dirt. Maybe we'll try and do that later. But I needed a few days to just like completely switch off from it, or I say completely, just not worry about trying to ride at all, really, because that race meant a lot after what happened in the previous year. I really felt like I could go one step further this year, and possibly gave myself like unrealistic goal of trying to sort of get into, I don't know, the top five or something. And it just became a bit like a bit much. And then but it's weird, right? So forget about that. Absolutely not disappointed with the weekend in any way. Like, I literally rode my bike as well as I can ride it at this moment in time. Got a little bit unlucky getting caught in the rain at the end of the day. Lost quite a bit of time on the last two stages. Certainly when looking at like stage results, they were much further back than my other stages. So that was a bit disappointing. Or not disappointing, it's just one of those things that happens in racing. So I literally couldn't have piloted my bike any better, which is a bit weird because you kind of then have this feeling, and you're like, everything was weighted in my favour in that moment in time. Is ninth the best it ever gets? Which is no, because we did better than that last year. But is that as much as I can do on a bike? And that's quite kind of like a scary thought. But I was really happy with how I rode, so that was cool. And the race itself, I thought, went really well, and I really know or really have seen now what goes on behind the scenes, and it's strange. Like, it's obviously a big competition, like it's a national competition, but as it turns out, it was me or Roger, another guy whose name escapes me right now, really sorry, and myself that did all the taping. And then Roger was out and doing the signage and everything like that. Roger set up all the timing chips and did all the social media and did all of the PM and the maps and everything. So you got this whole national series, and this whole round comes down to basically one person setting it up, which was kind of interesting to see. But there's a lot of ers going on there. I'm not sure what point I'm trying to make with that. It was just interesting to see. But yeah, it's so cool to see so many good riders come to Stockholm and see what it's about. It was a bloody tough weekend, wasn't it? It was really hard work. But this result leaves me in fourth place in the overall. Looks like there's one rider who could probably, or if things like carry on at this standard, then when we lose a round at the end of the year, because it's six of your seven that count, your best six count towards your overall, then I imagine I could lose a place there. But yeah, the a long term goal was to try and get into the top 5 this season and just be coming into the last round and be in the conversation for podium battle. And here we are, 4 races deep, 4th place, not too far back from 3rd. You know, if that damn penalty didn't happen, we'd be a bit closer. I'm really trying to let it go. But yeah, what I have noticed though, like in my riding, I feel like I've maybe come away. Like last year, I managed, like certainly at the end of it, I managed to find a vibe where I felt like really relaxed on the bike, but would attack really well and would be quite. Like when I saw videos of myself, I felt like that's a good body position. And this weekend and a couple of weeks prior to it, I really noticed with my riding, I don't know if it was like the tension or internal pressure leading up to this last race that I like got more like on top of myself, and then I see videos or pictures and I'm really like hunched over the bike, whereas last year I felt a lot more like in the back and relaxed. And I really need to do some work to try and refine that sort of awareness of myself on the bike. I think that could really open a bit up, because I definitely don't feel as great in like the steeper sections. Well, not necessarily steeper, but it was just interesting that like my 3 worst stages this weekend gone were the 3 stages in like the bike park. So maybe I think this like links into this lack of like fluidity in my riding at the moment. But then also it can just be a massive case of over analyzing. But one thing that was really, really mad was the support was crazy. Like Alice was there with a camera, right, and filmed every rider coming through the pro stage, and the noise the crowd made as I came through was rivaling that of the fastest people in the country, and that is quite cool. Really really heartwarming, and really helps. And we're gonna keep pushing this year and keep trying hard. I think consistency is really paying off. There's obviously a lot of faster riders than me kicking around in the country and in the championship, but I seem to have managed to keep it quite steady the whole year, and it just like chipping away, keeping myself fit, keeping myself on 2 wheels and pushing along. So we'll keep doing that and see where it takes us, you know. Had heaps of media from this race. I was working on some just now, and then the computer crashed, so that's why I thought I'd just do this, get this uploaded and get it out there. But like I spoke last time about maybe like feeling that you kind of like getting over that hill of not giving a shit about stuff going wrong. I feel like I maybe I'm a bit better with that, but like I say, definitely need to work on my riding and get a bit more comfortable again on the bike. Really considering going to a coil rear end just to calm her down a bit. Yeah, because coils are fast, eh? Like, yeah, interesting to see so many bikes on coils doing so well at this race. But yeah, that's about it. Like, we've got to be over halfway of the season now. We're in a good place in a lot of series. There's some good competition. There's some fast riders around. It's going to be really, really tough. But we're in the battle and we're pushing on. Thanks so much for all the support. Can't believe how long it's taken me to recover from that race, mentally as much as physically. But yeah, we'll probably do another one of these coming up to the Swedish champs in a few weeks. So thanks for watching, everyone. Keep it locked to the channel. There's a heap more stuff coming out. We've got another raw video and a vlog coming out from Flotsbro. and then we'll see what's coming up the week after. So yeah, keep it locked. Peace out. Much love.